How did you find out that they were looking for a guitar player before you ended up joining? How did that happen?
So when I was 17, I was living on Yucca in Argyle in Hollywood, and I became friends with a girl named Sarah Cox, who was from New York, and she introduced me to D.H. Peligro from the Dead Kennedys. And so I started playing with him and a bass player friend of mine named Robert. And we started doing a band that was pretty Chili Peppers inspired. In fact, the song Stone Cold Bush was originally, that band wrote that song.
Wow.
And we never played any shows or anything, but we played together a fair amount. And one day DH just called me up, and Flea had just gotten back from their last European tour. And he said, he knew I loved Flea, and so he said, Flea's here. You want to come over and jam with us? And so I went over there and played with him. And we played the Funkadelic song Alice in My Fantasies. And I think we even tried to do a cover version of Higher Ground, which was what we wound up doing on Mother's Milk. But Flea had that idea already at that time. What if, a heavy metal version of Higher Ground, and jammed and stuff. And I guess Flea enjoyed jamming with me. He gave me his phone number and told me, I'd love to play more. And a few weeks later, I called him up to see if he wanted to jam again, got my nerve up to call him up. And he was crying, and he just said, I can't talk right now. My guitar player just died. And we got off the phone real quick.